Both Raleigh and Durham are consistently ranked among the best places to live in America. So in this video, we'll be showing you what each of these cities has to offer and why they are both so popular. Hey everyone, John Gallagher with Keller Williams Realty here in Raleigh. And before we jump into the video, remember to click anytime in the description to our website and hit the Get Started button so you can take the next step to simplifying your move here in the Triangle. And now, let's take a look at what it's like living in Raleigh versus Durham. First, we'll let you know what we'll be comparing the two cities based on, and those categories are on screen now. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get started with a brief background of each city. The major routes connecting Raleigh and Durham are I-40 via 147 and Glenwood Avenue, also known as Route 70. Raleigh, also known as the City of Oaks, has a population of approximately 465,000, occupying 148 square miles, versus Durham, the Bull City, which has 270,000 people and 113 square miles. Now to our next topic, cost of living and taxes. When comparing a fairly typical resale example of a detached home with between 2,000 and 2,200 square feet, interestingly, the two cities are very similar. Recent purchases in Raleigh in this category averaged $416,000, and Durham, the average sales price is $407,000. The previous owners of those homes paid an average of $2,720 in taxes in Raleigh and $2,780 taxes in Durham. Now on to the kind of home styles you'll find in each of the two cities. In Raleigh, you'll find lots of craftsman, bungalow, cottage, ranches, and colonials. In Durham, you'll find many of the same home styles as in Raleigh, with the exception of less colonials. Now to the next topic, jobs and the economy. Both cities have robust economies and lots of good paying jobs and world-class schools. Raleigh recently ranked number 4 in the country for the largest concentration of job openings in technology. The Raleigh area is attracting talent in rapidly growing fields like open source software, with the leading open source software company Red Hat, which was recently purchased by IBM in the largest software acquisition in history at $34 billion. Raleigh has also been on the rise with fast growing companies like Pendo, which is one of the fastest growing companies in the United States and has locations in New York, Tokyo, London, and more. And they are just finishing up their new headquarters at 301 Hillsborough Street in downtown. Durham, on the other hand, is well known for its jobs in pharma and healthcare, with one of the major employers in the area being the Duke Hospital System, which is ranked among the best in the country. Durham is also home to the Research Triangle Park, or RTP. RTP hosts a concentration of high-profile companies like IQVIA, formerly known as Quintiles, Cisco, IBM, Microsoft, and the list goes on. Even Apple is building a giant new campus in the area for high-level jobs in AI, machine learning, and software engineering. Google is also looking to build here, and they are presently renting office space in Durham for their cloud computing hub, which will be one of their biggest locations in the country. Now, enough work, let's talk about some fun stuff and what's happening downtown. Both cities have bars open late every night in their downtowns. Raleigh has a concentration of bars located on Glenwood Avenue, whereas Durham tends to have bars a little more spread out. It may surprise you, but both cities offer lots of live music and have tons of local bands. Rolling Stone even commented that Raleigh has one of the best music scenes in the country right now. Some local favorite spots to see a show in Raleigh are the PNC Arena, the Ritz, Red Hat, and the Coastal Credit Music Park, which all hold thousands of people. Raleigh also has smaller venues where traveling bands and local musicians play, like the Poorhouse and the Irregardless Cafe, which hosts daily live music And for you fans of the symphony, you'll enjoy the Mamandi Concert Hall. Now to Durham. Durham is the home of the largest performing arts center in the Carolinas, DPAC, or the Durham Performing Arts Center, which offers concerts, Broadway shows, comedians, and more. Durham also has some great smaller venues. A local favorite is the Motorco Music Hall, where you can regularly find live music and comedy acts. Durham's Central Park is another fun spot residents enjoy, where you can hear live music playing and a variety of activities like weekly yoga in the park. Both cities are also known for their great food, as both have had award-winning chefs like Ashley Christensen, chef of Death and Taxes in Raleigh, and Ricky Moore, the chef and owner of the Salt Box in Durham. There's no shortage of great food, with each city offering food halls where there are lots of restaurants in one building, so you and a group can enjoy a variety of foods in one place. Each city also holds annual food truck rodeos, which is a half mile of food trucks, outdoor entertainment, and fun. Both cities are also home to many local bakeries, coffee, and tea shops. Locally owned businesses thrive in both cities. Some favorites we think you'll enjoy are Boxcar and The Pit, which are two local spots that happen to be in both cities. Other notable spots unique to Raleigh include Garland, Pools Diner, Angus Barn, and Crawford & Son. And in Durham, we think you'll enjoy Salt Box, Google Huff, Vin Rouge, or spending an afternoon at the American Tobacco campus. Now, no one can be inside forever, so let's talk about some of the best spots to enjoy the great outdoors. Each city has their own mega greenway, with the Tobacco Road, which is in Durham and was formerly a railroad used to transport tobacco, and it is now a trail that runs from Durham all the way beyond Apex. Raleigh's mega greenway, the Neuse River Trail, is a fully paved 33-mile long trail that runs from Wake Forest all the way to Clayton. Raleigh also has Crabtree Creek Trail, which is a huge 16-mile trail in the city. And eventually, there are plans for the Triangle Bikeway, which will be a mega greenway which will connect Durham, Raleigh, and Chapel Hill. Some of our other favorite nature spots in Raleigh include Umstead Park, which is an enormous park that's more than 3 times larger than New York City's Central Park, and is a part of the East Coast Greenway, a 3,000-mile long trail. That trail runs from Maine to Florida. Other popular nature spots include Shelley Lake, Lake Lynn, and the Dorothea Dix Park. In Durham, a big favorite is the Eno River State Park, which has 24 miles of hiking trails, as well as canoeing, picnicking, and a quarry with cliff jumps. Another favorite outdoor spot in Durham is the world-renowned Duke Botanical Gardens and Duke Forest. They're two of the most scenic spots in the Triangle, where you'll enjoy nature, wooded trails, and beautiful gardens. The last great outdoor spots in Durham we'll be discussing are Jordan Lake and Falls Lake, where you can swim, boat, fish, and barbecue. Now, what if you have a dog? All the spots we mentioned just now are great places to take your dog. Raleigh and Durham also both have dog parks that are free to use, like Piney Park in Durham or Oakwood Park in Raleigh. There are also plenty of dog-friendly places to grab a drink and hang out, like Full Steam Brewing in Durham or the Raleigh Brewing Company in downtown Raleigh. Not only drinks, but there are also plenty of places in each city with outdoor seating where your pooch is welcome. And if you really want to spoil your dog, check out the Beer Garden in downtown Raleigh, where there's actually a full-page food menu for dogs. Now let's talk about schools. For K through 12, according to niche.com, Wake County schools get a rating of A-. Now the Durham County schools in that publication get a rating of B-. Those ratings are for each of the respective counties' public schools. The premier community college in Raleigh is Wake Tech, and in Durham, they have Durham Tech. And of course, the main universities in each city are NC State in Raleigh and Duke in Durham. Now, on to sports. College basketball is the fan favorite here, with Duke dominating the rivalry with NC State. However, NC State does have a great history in basketball with championships in the 70s and mid 80s, and they still have a very competitive program. Some other great sports programs at each of the schools is NC State baseball, which is one of the best teams in the country, and Duke lacrosse, which is a regular contender for the championship. Tickets for both are very reasonably priced, so if you haven't gone to a game yet, we recommend checking them out. As for professional sports, the National Hockey League's Carolina Hurricanes play at the PNC Arena in Raleigh. The Hurricanes have been playing very well with one of the best records in the NHL while we're shooting this video. They even have a Stanley Cup championship in 2006. And we don't want to brag, but the Hurricanes have some of the best hockey fans in the country. As for Durham, folks in the Triangle love to see their AAA baseball team, the Durham Bulls, which play at the American Tobacco campus. Shout out to the Bulls fans too. Now the Bulls have 5 league championships and 2 national titles since making the jump to the highest minor league level, AAA, in 1998. Their recent championships are in 2017 and the other one was in 2009. Now, let's talk a little bit about the future of each city. Both cities have experienced tremendous economic growth. Durham has companies like Apple and Google bringing in thousands of six-figure jobs. There's also huge new developments in Durham, like the new additions to the American Tobacco campus and the Hub RTP project, both of which are multi-billion-dollar expansions and are bringing new office, residential, and retail space. Raleigh, like we mentioned earlier in the video, has Pendo building here, which is one of the fastest growing companies in the world. Raleigh is also expected to finish the Interstate 540, which currently encircles most of Raleigh, and upon completion will make commuting around the area much easier. If you're curious about other big developments coming to the area, be sure to click the card above to watch our video on the biggest projects coming to the Triangle. That's all for this one. Did we miss something you thought we should have included? Be sure to leave it in the comments. And to start simplifying your move, click the link in the description to our website and hit the Get Started button there. It's 100% free to get started, and we make it easy by working at your pace and your schedule. So don't put it off when you can start feeling great about your move today. Still watching? You're awesome. Thanks for sticking to the end because it really helps our videos to get more people watching all the way through. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss one of our new weekly videos, and get ready to buy or sell your Triangle home like a pro.